Good evening, grade 2C boys and girls. Today we have a new English class with a new date, 9th of September 2020. We will have a grammar part and a reading part for our sessions today. First, we're going to start with the grammar part. For this week, we learned about the sentence. We learned about the sentence. What is the sentence? Or what is a sentence? Yes, we learned that the sentence is a group of words that makes a complete idea or a complete thought or a complete meaning. Okay, again, what is a sentence? It's a group of words that makes a complete idea or thought or complete meaning. And we learned that the sentence has 4 kinds. This week we studied 2 kinds of them, question sentence and statement sentence. What is a question and what is a statement? The question is a sentence. We say it when we want to ask about something, like, what time is it now? Will we go together after the class? When can we finish our homework? Is that your phone? This is a question sentence. The statement sentence is, this is number 2. The statement sentence is a telling sentence. When you want to tell people something like, today is very hot. We need our grammar box. We have an English class now. The question sentence and statement sentence, they start with capital letters. And at the end of the question sentence, we put a question mark. But at the end of the statement, we put a period. This is a difference. Okay? Now let's go to our grammar book. Open page 4. What should we do here? Read the passage. Circle each mistake in capitalization and punctuation. There we write the passage correctly on the lines below. Let's read together and figure out the mistakes. Jess and Nico are friends. Yeah, there is a mistake here. We have to put a period because the statement finished. Nico has to clean his room. Correct sentence. Jess will help him. Oh, another period. We have to stop here to put it. The boys work fast as a team. Oh, we don't need this question mark. We have to put a period because we don't ask here. It's a statement. That's correct. What will the boys do now? Oh, in the beginning we have to start with capital, so the W here should be capital. What will the boys do now? It's a question, so write a question mark. That's great. They will play baseball in Nico's yard. Again, we started a sentence, so it should be capital T. And we have to finish our sentence with a period. What should you do here? To type or write the paragraph again, but with the correct punctuation and correct capitalization. Okay, let's type it together. Jess. Let's try better. Jess and Nico are friends. What should we put here? Like what we did? Yes, we put a period. Then you go on. You have to follow this way. When you read the paragraph again, you have to put the capitalization, the period here, period, another one, capital W, question mark, and you have to finish it with a period. We finished our grammar part for today. I want you to remember the difference between the question and the statement. Now let's go to the reading part. Take out your reading books and open them on page 25. Here we go. Page 25. Let us see what happened in the story. The last page that we read, the three birds are trying to fly, but Little Flap was scared to fly. That was his secret, and the three birds started to copy the action of each other. Let us see what is happening here. Soon it was time to fly. Little Flap could no longer keep his feeling a secret. He asked, "Will I fall? I don't want to get hurt." Tuff said, "You can depend on Fluff and me. We're your friends." Fluff said, "I have an idea. We will go first and show you how. Then you can try if you fall. Tuff and I will rescue you." Tuff said, "Yes, we can save you." Tuff and Fluff jumped out of the nest. They flew. Boys and girls, could you see here how the friends help each other? Good. Little Flap looked down nervously. He still felt uneasy, but he felt braver with his friends. "Okay," he said, "let's try." That's it. Do you remember the meaning of the words depend on? This means to need help of someone. Rescue, this means to save. That's why you have to underline rescue and underline save. This is rescue and save have the same meaning. You remember the word nervously? This means to feel worry or feel uneasy. That's it. Here is the meaning of nervously. Have the same meaning. Let's complete. On page 26, the three birds stood together on the branch. They counted 1, 2, 3. Then they flapped their wings fast and jumped. Little Flap lifted into the air. Lifted, this means to fly. "You're flying just right," said Fluff. "You're flying perfectly," said Tuff. They are encouraging him. They are giving him support here to fly in a good way. This is the meaning of perfectly. Look at the verb lifted. Lifted, this means he flew, fly into the air. Lifted end with ed, flying with ing. So pay attention for these endings, ing, ed, and s. And here we go. This is the end of our story. All three little birds landed in a patch of soft green grass. Landed, this means stood. In a patch, this means in a part or area. Little Flap said, "Now I know I can always depend on you, Fluff and Tuff. You are my friends." Then he found a big juicy worm and shared it with his friends. Now Little Flap likes flying. That was the end of our story. Okay. Now we can ask a question. How friends help each other? How Flap depends on his friends. Yes, that's great. They help him to fly or to learn to fly. They practice with him. They give him good words to learn to fly. Okay. When Flap learned to fly, how did he thank his friends? How he says thank you for them? That's a great. He shared what? He shared a big juicy worm with his friends. That's very good. I want you all to read the story again. Another question. Who are the characters in the story? The characters means the people or animals. The characters here, Flap, Fluff, and Tough. Excellent. Where did the story happen? Where? This means the place. It happened on a tree in the nest. Good. What is the genre of this story? The genre, this means what kind of this reading? It's fantasy. What do you mean by a fantasy story? A fantasy, this means it's a made-up story. Made up, this means someone created or imagined it. And the fantasy story, it has or it doesn't have real characters. Of course, these characters could not be real because they are animals and animals cannot talk. Okay, and here the inflectional endings, you find out some words that end with S or ED or ING. Okay, if you take out these endings, you'll understand the meaning of the words, like the verb counted. Counted. T, E, and D. So, what is the meaning of counted? If you take out the ed, you will have the verb count. Count means like to count the number. And we put ed here to say it happened in the past. That's it. Here we have some important points. Pay attention, please, here. I want to show you something. What is visualize? What do you mean by the word visualize? Look at the picture here of the two children who are sitting and holding a book. They are reading a book. And there are some images or pictures coming to their mind. So visualize, when you read a book or you listen to the story, you start to create or imagine some images in your mind. Okay. Again, what do you mean by visualize? When you read something or you listen to a story, you start to do what in your mind? You start to create pictures or images for this reading or this story. That's it. Look at the girl here. She's imagining something in her mind. That was the meaning of the word visualize. And the last thing is key details. Key. Can you see the word key? Why do we use the key? To open what? To open the door. Good. So the key is very important. And the key details here in the story is very important too. Why? Because they give us important information in the story. you can learn or know important information in the story. Okay, like what the important information? Little Flap looks nervous about flying. He feels scared. Fluff started to flap and the birds started to copy her actions. Yes, the birds counted to three and fly together. Flap catched a juicy worm and shared it with his friends. These are the important things you read in the story. Okay, that's right. So again, what are the key details? The key details are the important or the most important information in the story. When you read them, you can understand what happened in the story. So don't forget that. The word key tell you about something important. And details, this means what happened in the story. That was our session for today. I hope you enjoyed reading this reading book or the story for this week. If you have a question, you can ask me tomorrow, Thursday, in the live class. Goodbye and have a nice time, and good night.